If you own a pool or you're thinking about building a pool, this question has probably come up. Chlorine or salt water? The conventional wisdom is salt water. The promise of silky soft water, no harsh chemicals, and effortless maintenance. Builders and salespeople paint a picture of paradise telling you that you're going to save a fortune on chemicals. And for a while, it feels true. But what they don't tell you is the hidden cost that's lurking beneath the surface can quickly turn that dream into a financial nightmare. Stick around, because before the end of this video, you're going to know the truth about saltwater pool regret before you make a decision that you'll truly regret. Welcome back to Clearwater Chronicles. I'm Kevin, and today we're diving deep into a topic that often gets swept under the rug: the hidden cost of saltwater pools. Many of you are considering switching from traditional chlorine to a salt chlorine generator. Or maybe you've just installed one and you're starting to notice some unexpected expenses. Or you're considering building a pool and the question of chlorine versus salt water is on your mind. And the goal of this video is just to give you the unvarnished truth so that you can make an informed decision. So let's expose these often omitted details. So let's start with the granddaddy of all hidden saltwater pool costs, and that is salt cell replacement. This is where most people get hit pretty hard. While your daily chemical expenses might drop with salt water, that salt chlorine generator cell has a finite lifespan. Typically 3 to 7 years depending on usage and maintenance. But I've seen them go out as early as 2 years. When it dies, you're looking at an expense of anywhere from, say, $300 to upwards of $600 or maybe even more dollars just for the part. This single expense often negates years of chemical savings. Builders rarely factor this into their cost savings calculations when they're pitching a saltwater pool to you, leaving homeowners blindsided. And this is a critical factor in saltwater pool cost discussions. Next up, the silent killer, corrosion. Yes, saltwater is corrosive. Well, your pool water is not as salty as the ocean. That constant low level of salinity does take its toll on metal components. We're talking about your pool ladder, handrails, light fixtures, even your pool heater's heat exchanger, and critical internal pump seals. These items often need to be replaced sooner than if they were in a traditional chlorine pool. Or you need to invest in more expensive salt-friendly pool equipment up front. That low-maintenance dream can quickly turn into rusted fixtures and early equipment failures, adding significantly to your saltwater pool maintenance costs. Here's another sneaky cost: pH balance. One of the less discussed quirks of a saltwater pool system is its tendency to naturally raise the water's pH. This isn't about simple water dynamics. It's a byproduct of the electrolysis process in the salt cell, which creates sodium hydroxide, which is a highly basic chemical. This means that you're constantly fighting to bring the pH back down, often adding more muriatic acid or pH decreaser than you ever would in a traditional chlorine pool. So while you're not buying buckets of chlorine tabs, you're still regularly purchasing and handling strong chemicals, which counters the less chemicals sales pitch and significantly contributes to the ongoing saltwater pool operating costs. Now let's talk about a hidden expense for anyone with a modern, energy-efficient variable speed pool pump. The promise of those pumps is super low, slow speed filtration. However, the salt chlorine generator has a critical safety feature: a minimum flow requirement. If the pump is running too slow, the cell gets a no flow error and stops generating chlorine. This forces you, the homeowner, to set your pump at higher speeds than you would need for a simple circulation to accommodate the salt cell. That added speed and duration, often requiring longer run times, directly translates to a higher monthly electric bill, effectively erasing a portion of the savings that you thought you were going to get with your variable speed pool pump. And finally, don't forget about the added complexity. Your salt chlorine generator needs power to convert salt to chlorine. Well, it's not a massive drain. It does add to your monthly utility bill, an expense you don't have with manual chlorine addition. And speaking of that generator, these are complex electronic systems. When something goes wrong, and it eventually will, diagnosing and repairing it is often going to require a professional with specialized expertise. This means expensive service calls from a technician familiar with saltwater pool repair. rather than a quick DIY fix. This is another critical piece in the saltwater pool cost puzzle. So is a saltwater pool inherently bad? Not at all. They offer fantastic water quality and a more pleasant swimming experience. But the truth is, they come with hidden costs that builders and enthusiastic salespeople rarely highlight. And these aren't just minor inconveniences. These are significant financial outlays that can lead to serious saltwater pool regret if you're not ready for them. My advice is go into it with your eyes wide open. Factor in the cost of a new salt cell at least every few years, potential corrosion damage, and a constant need for pH adjustment, and a minor increased energy demand. If you're prepared for these realities, a saltwater pool is a wonderful choice. But if you're expecting a set it and forget it cheap solution that is going to erase all your need for chemical adjustments to your pool, you might be in for a rude awakening. So what are your experiences with saltwater pools? Have you encountered any of these hidden costs? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, then give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Clearwater Chronicles for more honest pool advice. And hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on our next video. Thanks for watching, and remember, belly flops build character.